Up next on the Sports Hit List.
I believe the Cavs are going to get swept.
Honestly, I just feel like Golden State have all the firepower. I mean, those guys come off the bench, they can shoot the threes just like the starting lineup.
But here's where I'm with you, LeBronians.
Emotions and facts. This is emotional. I have facts.
For the first time in NBA history, we have two teams meeting 3 consecutive years. The Golden State Warriors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, the most anticipated NBA Finals in history. Can we say that? Carl Coulage for the Sports Hit List alongside Ziggy, all right?
Yep.
Mike Miller, the LeBron hater. Coach.
Don't call me that.
Thank you.
Well, you can
guys
call it what
doing?
you want.
Good.
I would say this is the most anticipated segment on the show. You guys have been contacting me left and right. Carl, man, we can't wait to talk about Cleveland versus Golden State. So we're finally here. Cleveland versus Golden State for the 3rd consecutive year. Cleveland won last year, coming back 3-1. The year before that, Cleveland was up 2-1 and lost in 6 to the Golden State Warriors without Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Now you add Kevin Durant into the mix. We have a series to say this is now, both teams are playing. Last year, Draymond Green didn't play, and he was suspended game 5, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So now all players are playing, players are healthy. What are we looking at? Let's start with Mike.
First of all, a lot of people are saying it's most anticipated. I'm not excited at all. Nothing about this finals excites me. And my main reason is because I already know who the best team is. I know that Golden State is better. I knew that this year. I know that this year. I knew it last year. I knew it the year before that. This finals is not going to tell me anything. I believe the Cavs are going to get swept. I'm just going to
wait till the end of the show to make your prediction.
No, let's just go because
man.
I have to give the context.
You
of why I
gotta
hate this.
let it go, man.
No.
Just let what LeBron did. Let it go.
I will never let it go.
Let it go, man.
He's just
You know
about to say
what's
don't have
funny?
nothing to do with it.
Coach, you know what's
Never let
funny?
it go.
A lot of the fans are saying he looks like LeBron.
And
Listen, if they don't know Mike, I wish we had video from when we first knew Mike. He was LeBron's
LeBron
number
to the
one.
death. I think he has LeBron tattoo on your back.
bringing
that-
Tattoo on
What
your back?
does any of that have to do with right now?
You gotta let it go,
That was
bro.
7 years ago. What,
Nothing.
like 8
That don't
years
have
ago,
nothing
right?
to do with right now.
All right.
Honestly,
It's God.
when you look at Golden State, they are clearly the best. Like, you look at Vegas odds, everything. This argument basically between these two teams is going to come down to facts and emotions. The facts say the Golden State should probably wipe the Cavs out. The emotions say, well, LeBron has a psychological edge on Kevin Durant, and Stephen Curry can't go against Kyrie. That's the emotional side.
KD 4-16 against LeBron.
Oh, we're going to make up all these little magical numbers, and we're going to get emotional. But if we look straight at the facts, one team is clearly better than the other team. Golden State was better throughout the season, head-to-head matchup. They were up in Cleveland by 14. Golden State fell apart at the end. Everybody bragged about it. 3 weeks later on MLK Day, they blew them out by 35. Golden State is the better team. They've been the better team throughout the playoffs. They're the better team.
Okay.
They're going to sweep them.
So now let's talk to the coach about coaches. Steve Kerr is currently still
Look, big
listed.
shout out to my man David Blatt. Y'all know my man David Blatt. You my man. Everybody knows I've been riding with you. Tyronn Lue, you did a great job. But David Blatt, you my man, and I never forget you, man. But
Okay,
coaching, listen, this is the type of teams where I'm gonna be honest. They don't need coaches. You need coaches to set the gameplay. But when you out there, these teams have vets. They know what to do. The coaches are really there to make substitutions based on foul trouble, based on matchups. They probably go back and forth with that. But look, Steve Kerr's coaching from behind the scenes. He's at the games. He's talking to them at halftime. He's letting them know what he sees. He's writing notes down while the first quarter happens. Why? You don't think they got somebody running from the bench to the locker room? They got somebody doing that. So, I think it's gonna be it's chess right now. These guys, they've seen each other, last 2 years, and now it's a chess matchup to see who wins the finals. But I'm gonna go with what Mike said. Yes, Golden State has the better team on paper. When you look at straight numbers wise, they have the better team. But I think now it's time for LeBron to channel a little Dirk Nowitzki, who took a title from him when Miami clearly had the better team, but Dirk had the better performance and his teammates stepped up. And that's where my advantage, when I was doing my research, I thought off the top of my head, who has the better bench? And I thought immediately Golden State.
Point, right.
Because you think of Livingston, you think of Iguodala, you think Ian Clark, he stepped up. But when I looked at the numbers, JaVale McGee, him also, but when I looked at the numbers, the bench of the Cavs has actually played better than the bench of the Warriors because the Warriors are so star-dominated with their 5 players who start. So that's why, it's going to be a matchup of teams, and we'll go back when you ask me the next question about, which matchups I think are really going to be, tell us, who wins the series.
Thank you for mentioning the bench. Now, Ziggs, if you look at Cleveland's bench, Darren Williams, who was at one point better than Chris Paul, we all remember that whole
better
debate.
than Chris Paul.
But that was a debate. You have Shannon Fry, Iman Shumpert, you have
That
J.R.
sounds like a
Smith.
lot of Knicks, man. A lot of New Yorkers. Deron Williams is in one of the Brooklyn Nets. New York is represented very well in this finals, man.
Well, in terms of the bench situation, I'm honestly still sticking with Golden State. Reason being that they've been together a little bit longer than who they have right now in the Cleveland. Probably a little bias involved because I can't stand Darren Williams. Like he's a sucker. I'm not a big fan of him. And honestly, I just feel like Golden State have all the firepower. I mean, those guys come off the bench, they can shoot the threes just like the starting lineup. If you paid attention to the Boston Celtics and the Cavaliers series, the Cavaliers gave up a lot of open threes to the Celtics. Now, the Celtics weren't really hitting them, but the Celtics are not the Warriors. You're going to deal with
That's why they let him shoot it.
Patrick McCaw. There's all kinds of guys on that bench that you have to deal
You're
with.
going to let Marcus Smart. You're going to let Marcus Smart shoot them jump shots in the corner.
Right. Okay, but now to quote Chuck, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. If the Warriors aren't hitting, couldn't the Cavs capitalize on that? And
When wasn't the Warriors hitting this, in this playoff series?
Hey, the last 2 finals,
I'm gonna
Steph
tell you
hasn't had the best. Steph hasn't had the best finals performances.
And that's deceptive because the
How
first
so?
he's only had 1 bad finals. The first finals, he had a bad first 3 games. The last 3 games, he averaged 28 points and 48% shooting.
Okay.
He did not have he did not have 2 bad finals. He had 1 bad finals. So that's why I believe Steph should have won the Finals MVP for 2015. But it's deceptive because the first 3 games, when the Cavs were up 2-1, he played bad. And remember, all the memes about Dellavedova could guard him. The next 3 games, 28 points, 48%. So Steph had 1 bad finals. And I believe that he has have you seen how Stephen Curry's been playing this NBA playoffs this year? It's probably
I'm gonna tell you the difference, though, Mike. I'm gonna tell you the difference.
You know what? Here's the difference. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. And you play basketball, and we all play sports, and this is why I think basketball.
yourself.
You've attempted to play sports, and this is where it comes in. When you're a great offensive player, what they do sometimes, and you've seen a lot of teams, they do it with Curry. They hide you. They make you guard someone. Like I guarantee you, I don't think Curry's going to start on Kyrie Irving. He's going to start on J.R. Smith. They're going to put Klay Thompson on Kyrie Irving because Klay Thompson's the best on-ball defender. Even when Ian Clark comes in the game, he's going to play more Kyrie Irving to be a pest. But here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers do so well. They run that 1-3 pick and roll, that 1-4 pick and roll, where they're going to force Steph Curry to have to guard LeBron James and Kyrie Irving because if you don't switch, they do it with Kevin Love as well. If you don't switch properly, you got to shoot it wide open. So when LeBron comes off Kyrie, if you try and hard hedge and you don't switch, Kyrie can pop, he can hit that 3. Okay. So now what they're going to do, they're going to switch. So now you're going to have Klay Thompson. They're going to have to run it with J.R. Smith. Yeah. And actually another shooter and make Kyrie have to guard Steph Curry guard LeBron. And that's when he's going to get tired. And that's why I think he's going to get tired.
Here's one fact that no one's mentioned.
I'm forgetting KD, though.
No, not even KD, but how about KD and Draymond Green? What about those 2 guys?
Draymond Green was missing in the last finals, and we saw what happened. He plays a big part in their defense.
Absolutely.
He plays a big part. He talks to them on the defense.
Who was missing last finals? He's missing that 1 game.
Hold on.
But they played in the finals.
But hold on. Up until that point. Hold on. Up until that point.
What was happening?
Guarding LeBron James, he was 3 for 14 when Draymond was guarding him. Draymond gets off him, he scores 40.
LeBron is arguably having the best playoff since Mike played the game, bro.
That's nice, but he ain't guarding. Draymond Green's not guarding him.
Nobody. The way LeBron has been shooting, the way the cat. Let's look at this too.
Hold on.
Who has the better effective shooting percentage going into this matchup?
LeBron has
the Cavs. They got to guard.
But now he's going up against the number 2 defense in the league. He ain't going against bad defense. He's going up against the best defense
It's
now.
the fact that both teams haven't really faced any real competition.
No. I disagree with that.
No, they faced
competition. No, they haven't. I disagree.
Who did Cleveland face?
Cleveland didn't face anyone.
Hold on.
Oh, this is. Stop.
It was the smallest. It was the smallest margin of victory in Game 7 history.
Crybaby DeMar DeRozan.
We lost against the Pacers in the first round. The wins were average of 4 points. That means a
But
possession.
they still got swept.
The narrative.
You're right.
They still got swept. But they swept.
If I may interject, the narrative about how weak the East is, I kind of understand. But here's where I'm with you, LeBronians. I named you guys. I named you guys LeBronians. And I'm with you on this part because before the playoffs started, I was on social media like I'm always, and everybody, the Cavs are limping in. The Celtics won home court. They did that on purpose. They sent a message. All that was true. And then, so the Cavs limped in.
And then
the Celtics got number one.
Right.
And then they washed everyone.
No.
Washed the Holy Trinity King James version.
Washed them. Hold on. They beat the Pacers in 4 games, but they didn't wash them.
I mean, they didn't wash the Pacers. They beat the Pacers.
They washed Toronto.
Washed.
They looked
that's mind you.
Toronto.
All right, Kyle Lowry was injured one game, right?
24, and then you lost 2 games. It was game 3.
We was up 27.
27.
We was up 27.
You got washed in that game.
No, the point is, how did you get up 27? If it's a name
got washed in
what
that
team
game,
did the
bro.
Warriors? The
You
Warriors
got
was up
washed in that
27,
game,
and
bro.
we didn't get washed. We talk about the series. The series wasn't a wash. They washed Toronto, and then the team that I said could beat the Cavs didn't make it. Washington would have took care of them, but they didn't beat your team that wasted their appearance just to get swept and get embarrassed by 50 at home.
We didn't get swept.
Oh yeah, you won one.
We
Oh,
did.
why?
And
Why? Why win?
Rig. It's the NBA rig.
No.
They needed some of that more that advertising money.
Y'all lost by 50 at home.
I see you,
You're
baby.
not allowed to
We
talk
lost
to
by
me.
50, but we still won one game that you didn't
You
win.
lost
So
by
what are you
50
talking
at
about?
home. That's
But
an
we
NBA
won a game.
record.
We
So
won a
don't
game.
talk
Did you
to
win a
me.
game? Did you win a game?
You win a game and still set a record.
Let's get
win
back
the
to
game.
the finals, though. Let's get back to the
fine,
finals.
fine.
Get back to the
We're moving
finals.
off track. Final predictions, Ziggs.
I got the Warriors in 5.
Got the Warriors in 5.
Warriors in 5.
I got the Cavs in 7.
Sweep. Clean sweep. It's going to be ugly for them.
I'm just letting you know, you make this
Clean-
prediction,
and
it's
I'm-
on tape.
And I'm letting you know that I don't care. Clean sweep.
Marcus
Get 'em out of here.
LeVar.
Listen,
Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out to
LeVar.
Marcus,
Creating
man.
over there.
Sweep.
I got
Sweet.
Cleveland. I want to say 7, but I really think that if they steal game 1, which is very likely because of how it happens with the first game, if they could steal game 1, it starts to put doubt, and then they can get the next 4 out of 5 games. So I think they could get 6, either 6 or 7.
Okay, all right. Well, that'll do it for here on the Sports Hit List. Thank you for watching. Please continue supporting us. All social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Find us, like us, and follow us. Thank you. Take care.